Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Bay Area Musicians Podcast. I am your host, Matt Gretter. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today is going to be a little bit of a different episode because I really thought, it's really important, especially as, a podcaster and a musician, and also realizing the purpose of the Bay Area Musicians Podcast is to introduce you guys to the musicians who populate this area, and also shining a light on the music scene that exists here in the Bay Area. I felt it was important to, although I wish I could really take every single artist out there and share some information about them and let you guys know where they're playing. I really wish I could do that. However, though, that episode I'm sure would be at least a week long continuously. Unfortunately, that's not able to happen, but I figured I would take a few and I would just let you guys know where they're playing and how you can support and, things like that. So, because that's part of what I'm trying to do here with this podcast is to let you guys know that these artists exist, let you know how you can support them, mainly by going out and seeing their shows, and just really shining a light on these folks. So I figured this is what we would do here today. And if you guys are okay with it, we shall do that. And just letting you guys know that the information that I have gotten about these artists, it's not a whole lot, but whatever information I have been able to get, it has been from a website / app called bandsintown.com. I am not sponsored by them in any way, but it is a reliable source if you want to find out a little bit about any artists that you're interested in, and also find out where they're going to be playing and all of that stuff. And it's a very reliable source of that information. So let's highlight a few artists, shall we? Let's see. First off, we got a couple of country artists here that I want to highlight. First, we have Dave Nomad Miller. He was originally from Illinois, and when he really got serious about music, he, according to what I've been able to gather on bandsintown.com, he actually lived on the road for about 7 years, and then eventually ended up settling in Santa Cruz, California, which is a little bit south of the San Francisco Peninsula, kind of on the northern tip of Monterey Bay, California. He is sort of like a alternative rock combined with Americana and a little bit of a grunge type sound. He is a solo acoustic artist, but also he has a band that he performs with called Drifting Compass. And regarding Drifting Compass, at least together, they have 2 releases that I've been able to find. First one, which was Grain of Sand, which was released in 2015, and an album called Grit, which was released in 2016. I had the opportunity to listen to a few of those tracks and also see a couple of their performances on YouTube, and it is absolutely amazing. I really enjoy it. I'm not exactly sure if this show is going to be a full band show with Drifting Compass, or if it's going to be a solo acoustic show of just Dave himself. I'm not exactly sure about that, but he will be performing next Wednesday, March 12th, at Daisy Saloon and Liquor in San Juan Bautista, California. For those of you who may not know where that is, it's about 10 miles south of Gilroy, California, and about 5 miles east of Watsonville. And it will be a free admission show. You are definitely going to want to catch Dave Nomad Miller. You will not be disappointed. Next artist we have here, and please forgive me if I'm butchering any names or any pronunciations relating to their albums or anything. We have Gabby Castro, who is from Union City. She is a country Americana artist, singer-songwriter. Also, according to bandsintown.com, she has 3 album releases by the names of Free Spirit, Made to Dream, and Love Always. And most recently, she has an EP release called La Guerrera, translated to The Warrior, which all of her albums and her new EP are available on all streaming and downloading platforms. She will be performing March 9th, so Sunday, March 9th, this coming Sunday, at Joe's Bar in Boulder Creek, California, and it is a 4 p.m. show. I've had the opportunity of listening to her songs as well. She has a lot of soul, and a lot of her lyric content really touches you at the heart. I highly recommend you check out Gabby Castro, not just at Joe's Bar, and really this goes for all the artists, not just the venues that I have listed here for them, but anywhere that they're playing. And check out bandsintown.com. Look up these artists and see what their schedule is and go check them out. So once again, Gabby Castro will be performing next Sunday, March 9th at Joe's Bar in Boulder Creek, California at 4 p.m. Go check her out. Next artist we have, this is going to be an interesting show. One, because I am actually the drummer for this artist, as well as several other artists like Mike, who we had on the show, Brandon Passion, who we also had on the show, performing the worship band that he leads, as well as a number of others. But this artist is Mike Hellman and his band called The Band Books. And Mike Hellman, for those of you who don't know, he's originally from Houston, Texas. He's an original outlaw country / country rock artist. He has an album that was released in 2024 called Trials and Triumphs, which I also had the pleasure of actually playing on that record. It is a super fun record. All of the songs are absolutely amazing, and I'm not just saying that just because I performed on it. I'm saying it because it's true. And you're going to want to take a listen to that release, which is available on all streaming and downloading platforms as well. Also on this same show, we have Ruby Lee Hill. She is a country blues singer-songwriter artist originally from New York. Also, according to bandsintown.com, once again, not sponsored, just stating where I got my information. She had some early troubles in life, and eventually she found how to channel all of that into music and really kind of set herself free of all of that hardship from her earlier life. She has at least her most recent release is an album called John Wayne, which was released in May of 2024. If I'm correct about this, one of her songs, I think it's called Lead the Way, and please forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I listened to that one. It is a super, super amazing song, and all of her music that I've had the chance to listen to is amazing as well, and you ought to check that out too. Available on her website, which is rubyleehill.com, and all streaming platforms and downloading platforms as well. You're going to want to check her out. And this artist here will not be performing on her own at this show. She will be joining Mike Hellman as a part of the Mike Hellman and the Band Books, is Lisa Marie Johnston. She is an original bluegrass, folk, country artist, singer-songwriter as well. But she also performs in a bluegrass band based in Half Moon Bay, California, called False Bottom Band. They are absolutely amazing. She is absolutely amazing. And you would want to check all of her music out, which is also available on all streaming and downloading platforms. Lisa Marie Johnston. Not Johnson, Johnston. Don't forget the T. Otherwise, you will never find her. But she will be joining Mike Hellman in the Band Books for this show, which will be at the Starry Plow in Berkeley, California at 8 p.m. Check out Mike Hellman in the Band Books with Lisa Marie Johnston and with Ruby Lee Hill. The Starry Plow in Berkeley, California, March 8th at 8 p.m. You are not going to want to miss it. So those are the country artists that we'll be highlighting in this episode today, but we're going to switch over to a couple of rock artists. I've had the opportunity to listen to all of their music, and every single one of these artists is absolutely amazing in their own right. The first artist who we have here is Matt Jaffe, who is an original rock / indie pop artist. He's had the opportunity to record with Jerry Harrison of the Talking Heads, as well as co-writing with Chuck Prophet and Tom Higginson of the Plain White T's, some notable names that he has worked with. He has 6 albums that have been released, just to name a couple. The Spirit Catches You in 2018, and his most recent release, Gone Enough to Miss, which was in 2024. And according to bandsintown.com, he is currently working on a new project, which is due to be released at some point this year. So we're really looking forward to that. Matt Jaffe will be performing Sunday, March 9th at Hop Monk Tavern, one of the most well-known venues in the Northern Bay Area, if not the entire Bay Area, in Novato, California at 6:30 p.m. You are going to want to check him out big time. His music is amazing. You can check him out on his website, Matt Jaffe, and it is amazing. Once again, Matt Jaffe, Sunday, March 9th, 6:30 p.m. at Hop Monk Tavern in Novato, California. You're not going to want to miss it. We have Miles Schoen, who, for those of you who may know who he is, or actually for everybody, he is the son of Neil Schoen, who is one of the founding members of the famous Bay Area rock band Journey. That is super cool. He is his own artist. He is a guitarist and a songwriter, blending rock, blues, jazz, and funk into his sound. In 2023, he released an album called Many Miles Away, and I listened to all of the songs on that release. It is absolutely amazing. His guitar playing is one of the best that I have ever heard, and he was also a collaborator on a project called Hot for Crime, which he was featured on their self-titled album, Hot for Crime. And that album also is absolutely amazing. You're going to want to check out Miles Schoen on Friday, March 14th at Music City in San Francisco, and it's a 7:30 p.m. show. Once again, you're not going to want to miss this guy. He has hundreds of videos on YouTube. You can go check him out. Miles Schoen, spelled Schon, and you will not be disappointed. You're not going to want to miss Miles Schoen at Music City in San Francisco, March 14th at 7 p.m. And then the final artist that we are going to be highlighting today, you guys in the Bay Area may very well know about this band, but for those of you who do not, these guys, Jet Boy, which is a band, they were formed in 1983, and they are more of the glam rock, punk, and hard rock type of sound, kind of like the hair metal guys were back in the 80s. They have continued that genre and that style into today, and they perform throughout the United States, and they perform internationally. And according to bandsintown.com, once again, they will be heading to the UK this year in September for a European tour. That will be super duper cool. Their latest release, which was in 2023, was an album called Crate Diggin', and I had the opportunity of listening to that album as well, and it really does capture the glam rock of the 80s, but it also combines a little bit of the modern contemporary sound that a lot of the younger generation folks are used to hearing, and it's absolutely amazing. You guys will be able to catch Jet Boy at another very well-known venue, not just in San Francisco, but also throughout the Bay Area, called the DNA Lounge on March 8th at 8 p.m. Once again, you'll be able to see Jet Boy on March 8th at the DNA Lounge in San Francisco at 8 p.m. You are not going to want to miss these guys. They're absolutely amazing. Just like all of the artists on here that I have mentioned here today. These guys are absolutely amazing. Their music is amazing, and you are not going to want to miss that show. So it's really important to let you guys know who is playing out there, because of the fact that a lot of these artists here, they are doing this to support themselves. They're doing this to keep a roof over their heads. Some of them have day jobs and they perform as a hobby. I still want to let those folks have a chance in the spotlight, let you guys know that hobby musicians are out there and that they are performing, and want to let you guys know about their shows. But there's also a lot of artists out there who are literally doing this for a living. Even though they're not, as to the, I guess, financial level of, Jason Aldean of country, AC/DC of rock, or any of the big names, they still need to do this to support themselves. They are blue-collar musicians doing this for a living, and they need all the support that they can get. And that is exactly what I am trying to do here. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on here and at least hearing about these artists. For those of you who have heard of them before, this is just a reminder of, hey, these guys are playing here. And for those of you who do not know who these artists are, it was an opportunity to introduce you to them and let you guys know where they're playing and how you guys can support. So that's what this episode was all about today, and there will be more episodes in the future doing some show advertising, and also really looking forward to have many, many more guests on the show. I got several guests lined up who I'm really interested in having on the show, really want to have on the show, and they have expressed a lot of interest in coming on as well, and you guys are going to really want to see those shows. Those will be coming very soon. So once again, I am very thankful for you guys tuning in with me, and really looking forward to doing many, many more shows, and I will see you next time on the Bay Area Musicians Podcast. Goodbye, everybody.